She's fake. Welcome to the King Mula Podcast. Welcome, 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 welcome to the King Mula TV Podcast. King Mula TV Podcast. It's the King Mula TV Podcast. All right. Welcome y'all to the King Mula TV Podcast. I'm your host, King. All right, this something that I want to touch on, and I don't really want it to be too long at all. I want to give a little bit of examples, but I want to get into feminism, but truly, if women who claim that they're feminists, but they're not really. That's why it's called fake feminists. Okay, well, first off, we already know what we're gonna start off with. Let's start off with the word of the day. Let's go to Merriam-Webster for the word of the day, and that word is linchpin.
Linchpin.
Linchpin. Sometimes called linchpin, literally refers to a locking pin inserted crosswise at the end of an axle or shaft. In figurative use, linchpin refers to a person or thing that serves to hold together parts or elements that exist or function as a unit. Such a linchpin is often understood as the most important part of a complex situation or system. All right. Now, that was the word of the day, but now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty, which is, what is feminism? Because we first got to define that so that people understand. So, New Oxford American Dictionary defines feminism as the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes. Okay? And now this is for Merriam-Webster's. It is belief in the advocacy of the political, economic, and social equality of the sexes expressed especially through organized activity on behalf of women's rights and interests. Pretty much the same thing. It's just with a little more substance in the definition. Okay? Feminism. We can go to the etymology. Let's see what they got in store. All right, it's gonna be feminism. 1851, qualities of females, advocacy of women's rights. From French, féminisme. 1837, see feminine and plus ism. Also in biology, development of the female secondary sexual characteristics in a male. 1875. All right, that's the etymology. Now that we know what is feminism, now what we got to look for is what makes a fake feminist. Well, it's pretty easy. Between the real and the fake feminists, the real feminists are obviously people who support women's rights. But this is the big difference between real and fake feminists. They do not bash men when they're trying to uplift women. Okay? They do not bash men and when they're trying to uplift women. They do not bash men when uplifting women. Okay? And I'm gonna put this out here too. Anyone could be a feminist. Man, woman, cat, dog, if they can speak and, vote for women's rights and stuff like that. Anyone could be a feminist. So the fake feminists are ones who would uplift women in a sense, but the main target is for them to bash men. That is their main point. They're not really uplifting women for real. They are mainly there to bash men while under the disguise of uplifting women. That they can't have it like that. And what to look for is basically, you can see this all over Twitter. They do this all the time. They say something for women, about women. They can talk about women. There could be a discussion about women and whatever their rights are. And then these fake feminists come on the post talking about men this, men that. No, you're supposed to, if you really care about women that much, you wouldn't even address men. You wouldn't even try to bash men, especially those who are trying to gain some understanding. There's a lot of stupid men out there. I'm just gonna put that out there. A lot of stupid women too, but if you really want to get your point across, bashing them is not the way. Especially if you want more men on the side of feminism. Bashing them is not the way. It will never be the way to help secure more women's rights, which are human rights, for women all around. It's just that simple. Some people might act like they don't understand, but Twitter is Twitter. Twitter is a cesspool of a cesspool. It really is. And you can find the most irrational, illogical people on Twitter. Like, I've seen this many years on Twitter. People just do not know how to make arguments, or they just really emotional and about certain topics, or get triggered with certain words or certain posts that come across their algorithm. And then they really don't have anything constructive or productive to add to the conversation at all. They're just there to talk. They're just there to talk and try to get some attention on them, get clicks, likes, all that attention. And then they're not really there to further the conversation, to bring more insight, to help further push for women's rights and advocacy. That's a really big thing. And I'm going to give you some examples because, like I said, it's all over Twitter. So I can just I could probably just find, so I'm going to look for a little bit. Let me just see. This is interesting. I'm going to have to save this, though, without finding what I'm actually looking for. I'm trying to get an example, but damn, bruh. Let's see. Okay, let's see what this says. Modern feminism has encouraged women, this is on Twitter, to resent men, reject motherhood, downplay the role of wives, and prioritize money over family. It promotes promiscuity, dismisses traditional beauty standards, and makes women view men's roles as superior to their own. The damage is done. Okay, I'm gonna take a dive into this thread. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't seen. How the feminism shenanigans started this evening. Let me see. Okay. Well, let me read the original post first. This person said, the other one, I didn't really find anything. It's just people agreeing. That's not what I was looking for. I'm trying to help you identify a fake feminist. People need to know the difference between misandrists and feminists. These stupid girls that don't even know what they're fighting for are the reason why people see feminists as bitter people. Real feminism advocates for women's rights, justice, and equity, or equality. But they said equity, so that's fine too. Okay, found one. I tell you. Here we go. Now, they said something important. So, what I just told you, this person said these girls don't know what they're fighting for is the reason why feminists see them as bitter people. Real feminism advocates for women's rights, justice, and equity. I agree. Now, this fake feminist comes on here mad and says, when you're done with your faux outrage, you will wear your clown mask and assume your pick-me position where you belong. Feminism police, with a clown emoji. You will tell me how many people misandry has ended that is making you this upset. Channel the foolish energy to misogyny and stop this show. The problem is, okay, so that was one feminist. I'm trying to give you a couple, maybe one more or two if I can find it on this post. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's on here. Right. Finding other fake feminists. Well, I'll just do it from what I recollect. Calling, like, bashing men just because they don't agree with women. That's a true fake feminist right there. And also, I mean, you don't have to, as a man, you don't have to call yourself a feminist. You can support women's rights for sure, but the way how this debate is going and how some people try to use the guise of feminism to bash men or not really uplift the women for real, I can see why some people would not take on that title because of how toxic some of these fake feminists are. Same thing. If a woman makes a post about real feminism and in support of men's viewpoints or whatever thing, or just agreeing with men, obviously they're gonna call themselves the fake feminists. Come out of the woodworks and just start nailing them, start bashing them, start belittling them, degrading them, just off of the simple fact that they agree with a man's post, a man's viewpoint. That's what a fake feminist is. And I'm still trying to find one more example. Oh, there we go. Here's one I was saying. Here's a woman who says, they're just making this harder. Feminism isn't about men. If you hate men, that's cool, but don't say you're a feminist. Feminism is about women's right advocacy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the basis of it. But, people have, it is evolved into something, well, regressed. I wouldn't. I'll say evolved into something that's regressive to women's rights. Let me just put it like that. Well, there's a lot of science streams, so it's not even gonna be that long. But can I find another one? Just another one. Oh, let me see. Maturing is realizing that there are real feminists and Twitter feminists. You're not a wicked feminist, you're a big fool because the N-word I effing did feminism as a course year 3 first semester, and it's not this nonsense you're doing. Whatever she said afterwards. Let me see. Who is she? Ain't replying to. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's advocating for real feminists. But the feminists on Twitter is, like I just said, maturing has realized that there are real feminists and Twitter feminists. That's pretty much what it is. Or internet feminists, because it's not only happening on Twitter. But Twitter is pretty much the cesspool of where it happens, of where I've seen it the most. Oh, man. All right. Okay, looking like I'm finding some more posts finally, but these are old posts. But that's fine. I mean, what else? Okay, I can say this one. There's a bunch of them on this post. And this ain't even the right post because they getting, they pulling out receipts of anti-black women tweets, and this ain't even trying to be race. Come on. Somebody said, feminism isn't really a thing, not when women don't support other women. Women take on men and also take on other women in a jealousy-filled competition, and we all know women like that. Yeah, I don't even know if I can find another one. It's just usually when you start to talk about it, it seems like all the posts ain't really there. But now it's just like, Authentic feminism. Women won. Won women the vote. Put women in the workforce. Gave women a voice. Upheld the dignity of being a wife and mother. Modern feminism diminishes family, demonizes men, lies to women about sex and career life, satisfaction, and thinks women should act like men. Interesting. Let's see if we can. Oh, this is from PragerU. Interesting. Well, can't find one, and man, am I that. Well, it's not even gonna be that much. I just gotta cancel out every single last one of them. But I'm gonna just tell you, real feminism is basically advocating for women's rights, and so that they can have agency over their bodies, so that they, can even the playing field with the wage gap, with equal wages, and all that stuff. The way how feminism and historically how it's been used is not to the benefit of all women. It's only been to somewhat of the benefit of white women, but not to all women. All right. I wish I would dive deeper into that, but I'm just so. I was trying to really look for an example because I wanted to be short and sweet. I didn't want to go into the historical part. That's not really what I wanted to do. Maybe I'll make an episode out of that. I don't know. I don't even think I want to write it down, to be honest. But I just want to go give you direct examples and then have my final thoughts on that, which it is now. So, So watch out for them fake feminists. They're usually just online, but, obviously people online have a personality. A lot of them won't say it in real life, but there will be some that will say it in real life. And a lot of them will go viral for that if they put it in a video or something like that. There's a lot of dumbos out there. All right, and anyone can be a fake feminist, but it's usually people who don't really know what a real feminist is anyways. So yeah. So on that note, drink more water, go outside and get some sunlight if you can. I know it's kind of raining yesterday-ish, but it's cloudy now. Oh no, the sky's out. Okay, so get some sunlight if you can. Whenever you can, or get up on that vitamin D supplements, dietary supplements, and also be kinder to people. Every single day, just be kinder to people. I'm working on that too, because do I really want to just snap at some people sometimes? But patience. Delivery, you don't know what people be going through, and yeah. With that being said, I'm King. It's the King Moolah TV podcast, y'all. I'm out of here.